Hi, this is Mr. G, and I'm going to show you some examples of solving equations. So we'll start with 5m equals 105. So when you're solving for a variable, you want to look for what the relationship is to the variable. 5m means 5 times m. So to undo times 5, you can divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1m. We usually don't draw the 1 in front of the m because any number times 1 is itself. So if I divide the left side by 5, I must balance the equation and divide the right side by 5. So 105 divided by 5 is 21. And then, of course, the more simplified, the more correct would be m equals 21, not 1m equals 21, because we know that m times 1 is m. So next we'll do a two-step equation. 5m plus 3 equals 43. We're going to solve for m. We're going to get m by itself, but where do we begin? The first thing you want to do is add or subtract. In this case, we're going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract the left side by 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. I'm going to bring the 5m down, and I'm not going to write 5m plus 0. I'm just going to write 5m. Now 43 minus 3 is 40. And the last step, I'm going to divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1m. And 40 divided by 5 is 8. Now the next problem involves distribution. So I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I'm just going to try to demonstrate how I would solve this problem. So 8 times the grouping x minus 2 equals 32. So just remember D.C.I. The D stands for distribute. Before I'm going to get into the inverse operations, the adding to both sides or dividing both sides, I'm going to check if I need to distribute. And in this case, I would. There's another method to solve it, but we're just going to do this one for now. So 8 times x is 8x. 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. And then we go ahead, we do the same thing we did there. First, add or subtract. In this case, the opposite of minus 16 is plus 16. So now I have 8x equals 48. Divide both sides by 8. And then x equals 6. One more example that would be considered a multi-step problem is this one. Negative 3z minus 4 times 4z minus 8 equals 3 times the grouping negative 8z minus 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is distribute. So I'm going to get those arrows popping. And those arrows mean multiplication. So let's just simplify. Negative 16z plus 32 equals negative 24z minus 3. I'm going to find the like terms, and I'm going to simplify it to negative 19z. Negative 3z minus 16z is negative 19z. Okay, and now it's starting to look a lot simpler. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the variable to one side or the other. I like to keep them positive. So we have 5z, and then we're going to minus 32 from both sides. Then 5z equals negative 35. Divide both sides by 5, and z equals negative